Welcome to another calendar episode from Numbering the Days channel. It's week 36, and as you can see, the only event on this week's calendar is the prophet Zechariah receives a vision in month 9 on day 4. We are going to summarize today the vision given to Zechariah and read through chapter 10 to encourage ourselves, dwell in the promises, and hope we have even if the outside world is gloomy. We have a bright future, have much to be grateful for. All the little things we take for granted we must focus on and praise Yah and count our blessings. My wife has done a little short this week on Zechariah 7 verses 9 to 10 and is sharing something she found when she translated those two verses. I hope you watch the short. She's also left you a link in the description of this video to a long video she did months ago on Zechariah 7. Now, let's get started. It starts in Zechariah 7. We see at the beginning that he gives a date and location of when and where the word of Yahuwah comes to him and gives him prophecy. What is interesting is that the rest of Zechariah has no more dates to when the word of Yahuwah comes to him. This makes me wonder if the rest of the book, chapters 7 through 14, are given to him all in one day. These chapters have famous scriptures that we hear often. They highlight prophecies for Israel and the world. A summary of what is to happen in the future. Some have been fulfilled and some not. They are the scattering of the tribes. Assyria actually took all 12 tribes, anyone not within the city walls of Jerusalem. The destruction of Tyre, called Tyrus in this book. This is a confirmation with Ezekiel 26, Isaiah 23, Jeremiah 25, and Joel 3. This part of Joel is a backwards in time reference to a few areas of destruction. The prophecy of the Messiah arriving on the foal of an ass, and his dominion will be the entire earth. The regathering, the second Exodus. A step backward in time to more of why Israel is scattered. More prophecy of the Messiah the first time here, transitioning to his second coming and the destruction of his enemies, and then a brief reference to lifestyle at the beginning of the millennium. That takes us through the end of Zechariah. Now, my wife has asked me to read chapter 10 as it is a chapter of hope in the midst of the storm. I shared with you last week hope from my studies in the Koshin translation of the book of Revelation. We all need encouraging these days, and I hope you hear the word and the Ruach quickens your spirit as I read this to you. Remember, times may be gloomy, but we are encouraged, even in the first verse below, to ask for the rain in the latter times. Zechariah 10, verse 1. Ask ye of Yahuwah rain in the time of the latter rain. So Yahuwah shall make bright clouds, and give them showers of rain, to every one grass in the field. For the idols have spoken vanity, and the diviners have seen a lie, and have told false dreams. They comfort in vain. Therefore they went their way as a flock. They were troubled, because there was no shepherd. Mine anger was kindled against the shepherds, and I punished the goats. For Yahuwah of hosts has visited his flock, the house of Judah, and has made them as his goodly horse in the battle. Out of him came forth the corner, out of him the nail, out of him the battle bow, and out of him every oppressor together. And they shall be as mighty men, which tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in the battle, and they shall fight, because Yahuwah is with them, and the riders on horses shall be confounded. And I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph, and I will bring them again to place them, for I have mercy upon them, and they shall be as though I had not cast them off, for I am Yahuwah their Elohim, and will hear them. And they of Ephraim shall be like a mighty man, and their heart shall rejoice as through wine. Yea, their children shall see it, and be glad. Their heart shall rejoice in Yahuwah. I will hiss for them, and gather them, for I have redeemed them, and they shall increase as they have increased. And I will sow them among the people, and they shall remember me in far countries, and they shall live with their children, and turn again. I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt, and gather them out of Assyria, and I will bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon, and place shall not be found for them. That doesn't make sense. I asked my wife to look at this verse, and she did. And this, well, the word place is added in the scripture, and what she says is that these places, there is no place there. It's referencing that Egypt and Assyria and that whatever areas that Father brings us out of will not be able to find us, even though we're going to be here. They are not able to come and get us or find us. And he shall pass through the sea with affliction, and shall smite the waves in the sea, and all the deeps of the rivers shall dry up, and the pride of Assyria shall be brought down, and the scepter of Egypt shall depart away. And I will strengthen them in Yahuwah, and they shall walk up and down in his name, says Yahuwah. I hope this reading strengthens you. Be sure to check our online store for merchandise and online courses to learn Paleo Hebrew. Please click like and leave a comment. Shalom.